Welcome back to another video. So I have the Cheviot Ewes for another footbathing in, and but first a little insight into our lambing that's coming up soon, and look at our lambing pens and our shade. Hey all, welcome back to another video. So the ewes are in here behind me, they're in the shed. These ewes are down for lambing now in a short length of time. Normally other years we would have lambed them out, but this year we have them all in, all the singles is in. So the singles, green marks on them are lambing in January, but we brought them in with the weather being the way it was. We said we get them in. So I'm just going to give you a show of the lambing pens, the ewes in the shade, and just a little thing about the feeding of them. So the singles are getting whole oats mostly. They get some 14% ration because there's good minerals in the ration, and I give them a little thing called whole beans. So I'll try and show it to you here. So, here's the whole beans. So that's whole beans. It's a great source of protein. So what we do is we kind of mix our own ration to the ewes. We've been doing it down the years, and so what I do is I'll always give the twins a bit extra protein as they need it. Like, so it's having the beans at home. You can just up the protein levels in the meal as you need it. If you buy 14% or an 18% or 21% nut or a ration, well then that's what it is. But if you add in a 20% protein into it, automatically you're up in the protein levels. We also mix in some minerals through the ration, not every day, but every second day. Generally, we have a lifeline bucket with the twins. So if I notice that they're going hard on the bucket, I add in some extra minerals. So usually do it every second day, maybe every third day. But I'd add in an extra minerals if they're going hard on the bucket. The singles are getting fed 3 buckets. Twice a day. They're on haylage, and they're doing okay. Like, they weren't as strong coming in with the weather, with the rain just absolutely mowed things out of it. So I'm happy how they're going. So I'm going to show you a bit about the hay now and show you a bit of the lambing. So we have them divided up. There's loads of room in the pen there. We've the thinner ones up in a pen on their own, and we've the twins in a pen on their own, with chips and chicken nuggets, and we have a bale of haylage here that they can all eat out of it. So they're eating a bale of haylage every 2 days, so they're fairly mowing through it. But it's really good haylage because, as you can see, it's green. It was made of silage, but we never turned it. It was only windrowed. So it worked out really well, so quite happy with it. So here we are in the lambing pens. So they're individual pens. These pens are 16-year-old, and as you can see, they're limed and strawed and ready to go, cleaned out. We're not fully ready, but we have a few bits to do still on them. I have a gate to put back on here, and some of them have these timber chocks in them, so you don't have to put a hanging chock on them. You have it in the pen already. Every pen has water, so it's one less bucket in the chock. But this gate down here is kind of the $1 million gate. My nephew made it for me for putting a lamb on the ewe, and basically we'd usually leave a dog in the pen opposite her and leave the ewe in the pen bailed up, and it's very handy. Years ago I had a dog called Sam, and I used to just leave the ewe with the dog, and Sam never touched the ewe, never fought with the ewe, never bit a ewe. He used to just lick her face. 2-3 days later the ewe take her lamb. But it is a very handy thing to have, because this is permanent structure, and up over it on the loft we have hay. Elaine has her her wool, we have pallets up on it, we've stakes on it, we've loads of things put away up on it. It belongs to hay and straw. So it's quite a handy structure, because only downside is cleaning out these pens can be a good bit of work. You know, they're a nice size of a pen. But look, this is our indoor lambing setup. It's what we have here in the shed. And in the springtime, what I do is be lambing in the field, and I'd bring home a ewe and 2 lambs that might be under pressure under time to fix up with. I'll leave them in a pen here, and Elaine can come up to the shed here and fix it up. So she'll feed it, make sure the lambs are sucked and all that sort of stuff. So it leaves it quite handy to keep these free. And then it's as I say, it's not a perfect system, but the fact that it's permanent is very handy, because you're not putting them down, taking them up, putting them down. And the reason we went for timber in between it is I didn't want the ewes looking at each other. So you know when the ewes face to face in the pen, and next thing they're hitting the gate here, and a lamb can't get through. Lambs can't get out of the pens, nowhere to get out, and there's never a bother. So we'll be quite happy with these now, but cleaning them out, I never enjoy. So we're just letting them through it nice and easy. So the good thing is there's not as many lame as the last day. So the footbath the last day worked, and also there's a few rattling on them, but not a huge amount. So kind of hoping there's no more, but we'll have to wait and see. So there seems to be about 8 joes marked, and the rams coming up now shortly from them. So this is their third footbathing in a week. So we're just glad it has worked and has gone on top of the lame feet. So we can just let them through it and do the horn jaws then again as well. So that's the last of Cheviot's going through. So thank you all very much for watching, and we shall chat to you very, very soon.